The last time Newcastle met Brisbane here at the Suncorp Stadium, the Knights spoilt the party on what was to be an afternoon of celebration for the Broncos, making their return to the spiritual home of Queensland Rugby League. Tonight the sides meet once again as we welcome you to Friday night football, kick off to round 10 of this year's Telstra Premiership. Well, a couple of changes for Brisbane tonight. Carl Webb and Sean Berrigan drop out of the 17. Carmichael Hunt is at fullback. Stuart Kelly and Craig Frawley on the wings. Brent Tate and Michael DeVere the centres. Ben Ikin is at 5'8". That pushes Casey Maguire to half. Tony Carroll locks the scrum. Gordon Tallisu's the captain, and Dane Carlaw the second rowers. Shane Webke, Corey Parker and Michael Ryan make up the front row, and a very young bench. Sam Thaiday, Darren Mapp, Neville Costigan and Nick Parfitt in 22 comes into the side. Their coach, Wayne Bennett. Well, the Knights are as per program, and this is how they will take the field. At fullback, Mark Hughes. On the wings, Craig Hall and Anthony Quinn. The centres, Matt Gidley and George Carmont. Steve Witt and Kurt Gidley, the halves. Ben Kennedy's missed the last 3 games. He's at lock and at captain. Clint Newton, Todd Lowry, Josh Perry, Adam Woolnough and Danny Badiris make up the forward pack. Their bench, Matt Parsons, Matt Kennedy, Andrew Price and Michael Ennis, coached by Michael Hagan.
They are running from left to right towards the Milton Road end of the ground. Kurt kicks off. Parker comes back. First play of the night. 3-man tackle dominating. Ryan is the dummy half and Webke is the ball carrier, but Lowry, the blonde-headed boy in the middle of the defence there with Kennedy. They make the tackle. Woolnough had a little part in it. Parker hit and hammered and taken down by Matthew Gidley, playing right side defence. Here's Webke. Badiris is around the legs. Woolnough over the top. They've reached the 20 metres, but it's been hard going on the first use of the football for the home team. Hunt clears. Hughes. His career has been punctuated by injuries over the last couple of years, so match fitness will be pretty difficult for Mark Hughes to find in such a short space of time. Hand on the football. Penalty goes Knights.
Well, just on Mark Hughes, he's a real steadying influence in this Newcastle side. He was the man of the match in last week's performance. People who saw the game said that it looked like he'd played the last 50 in a row. Hadn't missed any football. He'll be a plus for them tonight.
Perry now, after Stephen Witt had found the line with the penalty. 32 away from the Broncos line. A charge by Woolnough. Just beyond the 20. Ryan and Parker making the tackle as it comes to Witt. He shows it in, he shows it out. He goes to Hughes, who goes to Gidley. Then Badiris, he stacks the blind side. And it's Witt who's taken down by Tallis. 5 away from the line. Newcastle Presley. Kennedy. Good tackle, Carroll low and Carlaw thumping over the top. Lowry. Kurt Gidley. Off the outside edge of the boot. Kelly with work to do. Great kick. Sound defence by Craig Hall.
Yeah, lovely set of 6 there by the Newcastle Knights. Lots of angles, lots of variety. And this perler from Kurt Gidley at the end of it. Stuart Kelly had to race back, and the tackle was superb by Craig Hall. Ball and all.
Well, Kurt Gidley gets plenty of raps, but watch Stephen Witt tonight, the 5'8". He will help out no end, getting into first receiver, just taking a little bit of pressure off. He'll kick the football as well. That's a high drop out taken by Kurt Gidley, who again finds Josh Perry.
Perry met by Carroll and Maguire. To the 30 metres then goes Badiris. Ben Kennedy, the captain of the Knights. Some are saying he may captain New South Wales, either he or Badiris, as it comes from Hughes and goes to Kurt Gidley and on to Ben Kennedy. And Ben Kennedy was thinking about an offload, but he couldn't get it away. Now it is with Badiris, and here's Witt. A groan from the Brisbane crowd, looking for a penalty in the play the ball. Badiris in centre ground, goes left for Kurt Gidley. Here is Carmont. Carmont! Picked up about 8 tries this year. He's a metre short. From Badiris again, an awful pass picked up by Kurt Gidley. He puts it into the in goal. Well anticipated. Well read. I think it's Michael DeVere. It is.
Well, it's a repeat of what happened the last set of 6. Some nice plays once again, and a perfect kick at the end of it. And the Newcastle Knights already showing plenty of patience, not trying to rush things.
He's the clean-up man, Michael De Vere. Great take from Kurt Gidley. It was a bad pass down to his bootlaces. Oh, a mistake there between Hall and Lowry. Knock on, the crowd love it. And it's a good crowd in tonight.
Penalty goes to Brisbane. It's against Kennedy at the back of the scrum for breaking prior to the ball coming out. Brisbane get an easy ride down into opposition territory. Down the Caxton Street end of the ground. Andrew on the sideline in just a moment as we take you through this set. Webke back on the inside for Carroll, who's 22 metres away and 18 in from touch on the eastern side. As Ryan goes across for Maguire, and he goes back and picks up Aiken. And here we have Hunt on the outside, and here's a try coming for Frawley. Craig Frawley, 4 tries in 2 games. The first of tonight's. Wonderful play. Nice second man play. Aiken prominent. Frawley finished it lovely.
He's having a good time, Craig Frawley. And how often do you see good defence rewarded with a try at the other end? But I've got to say, a poor read in defence here by Anthony Quinn. They go a couple of second-man plays. Carmichael Hunt, and as we freeze it there, you can see that this man has come a long way in off the wing, and that allows space on the outside as play continues on the Bundy Rum telestrator. Anthony Quinn had to slide. He had to go across to his man and have confidence that the tackle would be made by the outside centre. Matt Gidley was actually telling his winger to stay out, but he didn't listen.
Kick just wide off the boot of De Vere. So Newcastle's Kurt Gidley at 4-0 down Newcastle. And Hunt from beneath his uprights is taken by Ennis. Kelly. This is Frawley. 15 from the line. And now Carlo, 25 out from the line. It's Darren Matt. Had a count done on that tackle count that Peter queried. They were given 1 tackle short, Brisbane. So that probably explains why Casey Maguire took it to ground. I thought I heard the referee say the 5th tackle, but counting it back on the tape, they got 1 short of the number. Here's Hall, making a clean break, bulldozing his way through, beats the fullback, but De Vere has got him. Quinn, now Witt stepping off his left foot, but he goes down. Badeiras, Kurt Gidley, short ball for brother Matthew, gave it to Carroll. Brisbane off the hook there.
Absolutely. When Craig Hall made that break, and what a great break it was, he had a man back on the inside, Anthony Quinn, unmarked, beat 3 tackles there. He's strong, he's built low to the ground, but he's pretty powerful. Anthony Quinn loomed back up on the inside, but he didn't see him.
Ben Aiken. The story in Ben Aiken that you don't read about often in rugby league. This year he's had 1 training run with Brisbane, and I believe that was as recent as only yesterday. 1 training run all year with the Broncos. The boy who played for Australia and then retired and said, "I'll come back if you need me." He was running around with the Clydesdales and they said, "We need you." Sporting chance tonight. And the question, which team will score the most tries in tonight's match? SMS text your answer to 188 9926. Entries close at the end of tonight's broadcast. That's Sporting Chance. $2,000. Penalty goes to Newcastle.
Yeah, hooker on hooker here, and Michael Ryan believes that he was squared up as a marker. It was actually a teammate who wasn't, who didn't get involved in the play. Good break there. 22 minutes. Stephen Witt, not a great kick, but he does find touch. 35 out.
Newcastle, 28 out from the line. Parsons rumbling at ahead. to the 20-metre line. And now they go back selectively for Kurt Gidley, and then for Stephen Witt, and now for Andrew Price. Price is tackled neatly by Carroll. Good pick up by Witt. Gets it off to Medeiros. Can he unload? He unloads Tallis. Down by Ryan. And another of the Broncos, Corey Parker. Out she comes again to Kurt Gidley. Turns it back on the inside for Ennis. And he will play it on tackle 5. A couple of metres from the line. Medeiros for Kurt Gidley. Puts it in behind, and Tate. Brent Tate has to bat it over the line. Another line blocker.
That's good defence by the Brisbane Broncos. But I think Newcastle really need to get to the extremities. They really haven't given their outside backs a crack at the Brisbane defence. And I think if they just one more pass or 2 more passes out wide, they'll find some holes.
Carlo back to the bench as Aiken goes through the motions of another line dropout. What would that be? 3 in the match so far? 3 or 4. And here's a crawling effort by Ennis. Michael. Parsons. 12 metres away from the line. Medeiros. Here is Perry. And Ryan makes the tackle with Parker. Here's Medeiros. Now it's with Kurt Gidley. Then the run around to Stephen Witt. Gets it to Andrew Price on the outside, but beautiful defence. Again by Carroll and Tate. They hit the short side again. And this is Ennis again. 5 metres out from the line. This is the last coming up for the Knights. Medeiros goes short side. Oh, what a pass! What a beautiful pass! Danny Medeiros. That has got 5 stars written right across it. The try scorer is Craig Hall. Without being disrespectful, that is irrelevant. It is the pass.
That's why Danny Medeiros is the best hooker in the world. We're showing the Bundy Rum telestrator and threes it there. You can see that Stuart Kelly is only come in marginally, and 2 defenders up against 3 as play continues. A bullet pass. No room to work in Craig Hall, but what a delivery from Danny Medeiros. Great vision, great delivery, and Craig Hall gets his 4th of the year.
Yeah, they don't get much better than this. They were outnumbered. There was 4 on 3 there. It still had to be a great pass, didn't it?
He positioned himself beautifully. He floated through the air like a butterfly. And Medeiros hit him right on the chest. Kurt Gidley misses. We are locked up in Brisbane at 4-all on Friday Night Football.
And this is the 5th tackle, and Gordon Tallis makes sure that his teammates know he held up 5, so they will definitely kick.
Aiken. Well, at 6 more. And Overcastrian played at the ball. Darren Mapp. Taken down. Parsons and Perry made the tackle. Ryan goes to Webke. Webke is tackled by Medeiros. Price over the top. Ryan steps off his right foot. He's persistent, the little fellow. He thinks he scored. It's a double movement.
Michael Ryan is having a very good game. 22 tackles for the kid. And he saw the try line. Couldn't contain himself. Ducks under a couple of tackles. But he's still well held. And, I don't know.
Well, the referee...
Why wouldn't he have gone to the video referee?
Exactly. The referee is saying that he was tackled about a metre short of that. Now, here's where Casey Maguire only needed to deliver to Gordon Tallis a step earlier.
Right there.
Yep. Did a great job, Matt Gidley.
It's a game of inches and seconds, rugby league. Held on to that a millisecond too long, ran an inch too far. But Michael Ryan, that from where we sit here, it looked like his momentum, and he was still going forward, that he could have scored a try.
Newton will revisit that incident in just a moment. 40 metres away from the Brisbane line. Well, the ball has come up, and he's really lost it. Friday Night Football. As we take you back in time, Ryan.
Now, it is actually the defenders who roll him over and keep the momentum going in the tackle. That's a try. That's a try. The referee's saying he was tackled a metre short. The defenders actually kept him rolling, and he got the football to the line.
Yeah, I agree, Pete. That was a try. There was no stop and start. There was no second effort. It was all the one movement. And Paul Simpkins might rue that one. He only had to say, look, we'll have a look at it. But he was on the spot, trusted his own judgment. I think it's cost Brisbane 4 points.
More than likely 6. It was next to the uprights. Tallis swarmed over by Woolnough and Newton. And then Hunts from dummy half. Oh, look at that. Beautiful kick. He'll kick again. No, he picks up the ball. Hits Webke on the solar plexus and he puts it down. Oh, that was lovely rugby league. They deserved a try for the effort from Carmichael. Look at Tallis charging in and hitting them. Matthew Kennedy on the end of it. And another one.
Costigan.
Now Woolnough is the next target.
Oh, get ready for State of Origin. What a shame Gordon won't be there.
Oh!
He's hurt him, that one, I think. Oh, no, he's up Costigan. This is Gordon Tallis. Michael Ennis. Bang.
Talk about bellies buckling. Here's Carmichael Hunt now. Kelly. Cullo. Halfway line, centre ground. 4-all the score. It's been a beaut game for two teams with a total of 11 recognised first graders out of it. Darren Mapp, good work. Ryan, nice support. Scurries away. Offloads for De Vere. Comes to the defence. Tallis looks for an opening. Puts it over to Frawley. Frawley's confronted by Quinn. Lowry goes in. Witt goes in. And they put him away. 32 metres out from the line. 20 metres in from touch. Frawley. Not Frawley. Maguire gives it back now for Mapp. And Mapp is tackled just inside 30. Ryan for Maguire. This is Hunt. And then he just glides along and gives the ball over to Carlo. Tackled by Carmon. Over it comes for Maguire. To the right foot. Frawley's getting under it. So it's Quinn. Frawley's got the ball. Loses it forward. Advantage play on. And it's with Newcastle. Lowry. Matthew Gidley. Mapp and De Vere shutting down the left side attack from Gidley. Quinn. Held by Webke. Carlo. Ryan. 20 away from the Knights line. Parsons. Trudging ahead. Oh, he's walked out of a couple of tackles and got it back to Danny Badeiras, who's brought down 40 metres out from his own line. It's gone over for Kurt Gidley, and he was trying to give it to Carmon. He's given it to Price, and Price to Craig Hall. He's tackled 35 out from the line by Carroll again. This is Woolnough. Ryan is around the legs. Carroll over the top. Fifth tackle, 50 metres gain. Kurt Gidley keeps it on the ground. Here's Hunt coming onto it very quickly. Picked it up, past the ball. Frawley makes a long run down the left side. Lovely work again by the Brisbane number one.
This is just a dead set, top quality game of rugby league. And this kid, Carmichael Hunt, as Brisbane go wide through Tate. Carmichael Hunt, he's just sensational. What about his hands? They're just great hands.
Maguire gets it under Carroll. Carroll gets it away. Kelly's gone inside 25. Lovely tackle by Matt Gidley. Play back quickly to Brent Tate. So here's one Australian centre on another. Gidley taking Tate down. 10 away from the line. 5 in from touch. Ryan gets it on for Hunt. Puts that kick in again. In she goes. It looks as though it might be too deep. No. Kurt Gidley. He's tackled his goal. Great work by the Brisbane fullback again.
Oh, and well appreciated by this big Brisbane crowd. Carmichael Hunt. Wayne Bennett said he was special. They had a lot of success against Canberra down that side involving Tony Carroll. This time Stuart Kelly. 3 sidesteps before he got to Matt Gidley, who handled it beautifully. And then Hunt. He's got good hands, but he's got greater confidence. He doesn't mind getting in first receiver, putting the kick through, then chasing. He's keeping men like Gordon Tallis young.
and making Michael Hagan a tad older by the second.
I think Michael Hagan will be very happy that half-time is not far away. The Broncos have bombed 2 tries, had 1 disallowed, and they get one last chance to run in a try before half-time.
2.5 minutes. Costigan underneath Lowry. De Vere. Here is Gordon Tallis, and now Darren Mapp. Woolno and Parsons with some help from Clint Newton making the tackle here on the western side of the ground. Ryan gives it on for Maguire. Maguire in and out, and then to Carroll, and he picks up Tate. Brent Tate coming away, but grassing tackle. Lovely stuff by Badiris. Ryan again. Oh, Hunt! Well, he's human. I didn't think he was for a moment, some of the things he's done tonight.
Can you blokes stop wrapping him?
That's our fault. That's our fault. Sorry. And it was a great opportunity for Brisbane. They will look at the scoreboard and think, well, why aren't we in front? How aren't we in front? Newcastle, on the other hand, as Paul pointed out, they won't be disappointed to get in and have a bit of a breather. Listen to Michael Hagan. 4 all half-time, and
half back here.
It's a good game of footy.
Just to fill you in again, if you've joined us late on this Friday night coverage, they lost 2 of their big guns, Mark Hughes and Ben Kennedy, early. They're playing with 15. Matt Gidley, George Carmon, Craig Hall, left side run. He's got a big lead on them. They are not going to catch him. Craig Hall gets his second try. 2 for Craig Hall. A big 50-metre run. Chase they may, but catch they could not.
And correction, it's not 4 all at half-time. You shouldn't say that with the Knights. They'll have a go at any time. And they just keep the football alive. Matt Gidley gets outside a couple of defenders, keeps going, and as play continues, we stop play there on the Bundy Rump telestrator, and this man, Stuart Kelly, he's got two defenders coming at him, and as play continues, again, he comes in to make the tackle instead of sliding. Brent Tate had George Carmont covered. Stewart needed to stay with Craig Hall. When he turned around, Hall was away.
It's a great try, Matt Gidley, but even after he beat one, there was still 2 on 2. It's very poor defence. And Craig Hall straight down that sideline, 1,000 miles an hour. There was no fullback. No one was going to catch him. And it's a great try to the Newcastle side. They'll be buoyed by that as they go in for oranges. Hey, a little thumbs up.
Craig Hall, did you tell me he came from Corindi or somewhere?
He used to work on the...
Here's the kick. He's got it. He has converted. Kurt Gidley at half-time.
He's a mechanic on the jet planes out at Williamtown, Ray. That's what I do know about him.
10-4 is the score. Half-time and a ripper of a game. Back in just a moment.
Enough.
No more division. No more hate.
No more racism.
No more anti-Semitism.
No more Islamophobia.
This country is built on diversity.
On fairness. On respect. Everyone is equal.
Everyone deserves to feel safe.
Hate is where it starts. Here is where it stops.
It's time to stand up to hate.
You're crazy, they say. Tailgating from home? Fourth down from your desk? You give 100%, so we give it back. Every game from every team, even 4 at once. Sideline sharp definition, stadium shaking sound, and the real U.S. broadcast.
Tom Brady, I'm Kevin Burkhardt.
Energy, energy, energy!
Your dedication deserves 100% NFL, 0% compromise. NFL Game Pass, only on DAZN.
There's a lot of pressure on teens right now, and having someone that can be their support person can make a teen's life so much better.
It's critical for kids these days to have someone to help mentor them, and helps us become better people.
A mentor has the power to change someone's life, if not save someone's life. For me, it did exactly that.
You can make a real difference to a young person's life. Become a Raise mentor today.
Got him! Extraordinary stuff! Game changer. How's this for a bit of entertainment? There is just so much to look forward to. To be. They've absolutely dialed it up in. Gather round, kids! This is rugby league! Brisbane are the premiers! Oh my goodness! We have seen it all, and now we're seeing even more!
Road end of the ground. Kick from De Vere is high and taken by Matt Gidley, with Matt Parsons bringing it back almost to the 20-metre line. It's another of the people that carry the Kennedy name, Matthew. And Woolno out to the 30 now, able to offload. Badeiros is there.
And Raz, the Knights keep the ball alive. Badeiros about to be tackled. Matt Parsons is down after taking the ball up. Signal to the bench. Not quite sure whether Parsons will be able to continue as Kurt Gidley gets a fine kick away, open space. Parsons slowly to his feet at his own end.
Carmichael Hunt trying to find a hole that he might be able to run through. 10 metres out from his own line. His effort ended under Kurt Gidley. Parsons is okay. Kelly plays the ball now for Brisbane. And that is Costigan in jumper number 17 under the tackle of Parsons and Price for Webke to go ahead, and there might have been a clash of heads there. Matthew Kennedy's bounce back on his shoulders. Played by Webke, 30 out from his own line. Then Ryan with no headgear now. Carlaw is 8 metres from the halfway line. Tackled there by Stephen Witt, who comes out of the tackle limping badly, and then the ball is driven down the ground to the 10-metre line, and away from it comes Matthew Gidley. And Brent Tate puts him away. Here's Quinn. And the penalty for inside the 10. He was playing an advantage. Goes to Newcastle. 5 Cougar penalties in favour of the Knights. And the tap going to Andrew Price. 10 metres on Brisbane side of halfway. Badeiros now for Woolno, and he's met by Carlaw and Carroll to the Brisbane back rows. Then Badeiros hands it off for Parsons, who takes towards the centre of the ground, and Webke and Ryan make the tackle, with Ryan coming out of it with a niggling pain. Matthew Kennedy now 18 metres away from the line. Badeiros starts the short side going. Gidley for Carmont gets over the line. Does he get the ball down? Held up in goal.
Yes, some good passing there, some lovely hands. They'll take a fight on the last tackle. Gee, the defence came rushing in, didn't it? Looked like he was going to score, but they've got him.
This is the last tackle. As Gidley puts it into the in goal. Can they get it back? Costigan. No, he's ruled a part of the ball is on the line.
Oh, what a shame. What about the determination of this young man to get the ball back in the field of play? Good chase by Newcastle and an excellent kick at the end of the 6. But just look at the determination on this young player. He knows how important it is. He's got the eyes. He tries to get through. Doesn't get back in the field of play.
Well, his foot went on the dead ball line, so we really got the result we should have got. That replay showed that he dead set put his foot on the dead ball line. Parsons now. Newcastle, 20 in from touch on the western side. Badeiras for Kirk Gidley. Inside ball for Woolnow. Hands it out the back. It bounces for Badeiras. Over for Kirk Gidley. Then to Matthew. It's on the ground. Frawley rates the ball in.
Knocked on.
He's ruled a knock on.
Yes, a play gone wrong out there for Newcastle. They had some numbers as well. And it's here that Frawley actually gets to the ball. Ball's on the ground, but knocks it forward. There, little one.
Newcastle coming up with the scrum, and Gidley to the open side for Stephen Witt. Badeiras, Kennedy, taken down, got a ball away to Carmont. He turns it out the back, and now it's Matthew Gidley with the ball. Shows it once, takes the tackle, right in the goal mouth area. Badeiras having a dig himself. Costigan the tackle up. Matthew Gidley, now Kirk Gidley, and away it goes for Witt. Knocked down, I fancy, by Brisbane. Woolnow was on it, 6 more tackles.
I think it's just as well they did play at that. They were very short out there, and they've still got defenders down on the far side. Gordon Tallis slowly to his feet, but over the sideline. Clint Newton.
Wrong option, unfortunately, by the young kid, Clint Newton. Went to a very short blind. And Brent Tate, Craig Frawley, they're both big and strong, despite the fact their backs. They put the second row into touch. Gordon Tallis limping. He's been very strong tonight, Gordon Tallis. Great captain's knock by him.
Let's go down the sideline, Andrew Voss.
Yeah, from Michael Hagan at half-time, he spoke about a couple of things. One is composure, holding our nerve. It was a bit like last year, the match up here at Suncorp Stadium. We got a lead, they come back at us. We have to hold our nerve in this second half. The injury front, Ben Kennedy, Mark Hughes, both ruled out for the night, both with hamstring injuries. And from Wayne Bennett, be prepared to go the 80 minutes here tonight. The injury there is Ben Eichen. It's a tough way to earn $200. He's had some stitches at half-time. He's the battered warrior tonight.
Costigan for Hunt. At first receiver that time. Then it's gone from Tallis over to Tate. And Tate is pulled down by Anthony Quinn. Short of the 40-metre line. Brisbane's own end. And this is Darren Mapp on the last tackle, playing it back for Ryan. Away it goes out to Maguire. And he puts the kick down, and Matt Gidley thought he could take it on the full, then pulled his hand away. Now a circle of Brisbane defenders around him. And Webke makes the tackle. This is Lowry. Brisbane in the first half only used 15 of their players. And here's a knock-on by the dual try-scorer. Craig Hall has knocked on his own 20-metre line. Well, he's had a mixed bag of the night, hasn't he? Big chance here for Brisbane. They trail by 6 points. Maguire. De Vere. Takes the first. 22 away. Hunt. Costigan. Woolnow has got him. Kennedy goes in with Carmont. 17 metres out from the line. Short side play by Ryan, but he runs into Matt Kennedy. And Adam Woolnow. 10 away, 10 in from the western side. Hunt. Long ball for Maguire. Run around is on with Carroll. Maguire back with the ball. Second man play, Tate. Oh! They had set it up so beautifully for Frawley. And Frawley had gone before the ball arrived.
Yeah, it was almost textbook perfect. This, once again, the depth was there. They've brought the Newcastle defence up. The run around, plenty of time taken. And then just the last pass. Just a fraction behind Craig Frawley. Didn't time it right, otherwise I reckon he would have scored right in the corner.
That's it. I think the responsibility does come back on the winger. He's got to be guided by what's happening on the inside. Gordon Tallis ran a very good decoy which attracted Todd Lowry.
Here's Quinn. 25 metres out from his own line. Maguire and Webke in defence. Now Price takes a buffeting from Carroll and Carlo. Carmont to run. Electing to go to the narrow side. On his own 40-metre line. Parsons beating Webke. Ryan's around the legs. Small man on big man and winning the day. Badeiras fell awkwardly in that tackle. On the halfway line. Matt Gidley for Kurt Gidley. Charge down attempt by Tallis. The kick fielded by Frawley. Newcastle's chase on the kick was very good. Lowry in particular.
It is a huge part of their game, Newcastle. Normally no better chaser than Kurt Gidley. But he inspires the team around him. And there was evidence of it there. Strong tackle led by Parsons, now under Carlo.
Carlo on the 30-metre line initially. Now he's got it just a couple of metres further down the ground. And the penalty goes to Brisbane. Defence loitering in the play the ball.
It's been a good flowing game. We haven't seen too many penalties for play the ball infringements or around that area. It's good to see Ben Eichen is back out there and just took the kick for touch.
So this is Parker. 7 metres on the Newcastle end of play. Webke running into 3 of them. Parsons, Woolnough, Newton. Centre of the ground now. Ryan to Maguire. Catch and pass immediately. And then it's with Tate, who offloads back to Maguire. He goes to the 30-metre line. Comes through unscathed. Gets inside the 20-metre line. Gives it to Carmichael Hunt. And this young 17-year-old scores for the Brisbane side.
Casey Maguire is a very underrated player. Rejoicing there in the Brisbane camp. He is a player who can play in a number of different positions. And as I've said on a couple of occasions through the last week, I've got a real rap on this kid. I think he's fantastic utility value. Very athletic, got to his feet despite being knocked down, and then summed up the situation perfectly. Knew that he had to get a ball around the corner, under the arms of Matt Gidley, and he did so well.
And Michael De Vere from right in front. We are level again.
Both kickers, or all the kickers out there, have found space and put pressure on the opposition.
Ball just outside his 20-metre line. This is Josh Perry. And the ball goes to ground.
Yeah, very poor mistake. That's a pass that didn't have to be thrown. You're roughing it out. You're under pressure. You're 30 metres out from your own line. Just take the tackle, but decided to throw the ball to someone who really wasn't in much of a better position and not expecting it. Will that be a mistake that Brisbane will make them pay for?
Scrum work by Maguire. Long ball finding Eichen in the centre of the ground. Hunt comes into the back line. Newcastle managing to shut it down with Lowry, the chief tackler. Now from Tate to Eichen, and Eichen tries to step his way over the 20-metre line.
And they're trying to target Todd Lowry one-on-one with a quicker man, but he's handled it fairly well so far.
Maguire now coming across the ground. I thought for a moment he was going to run behind Corey Parker. Casey Maguire playing the ball. Kelly offloads. The 14 is on. And that is Sam Thaiday. He plays it back. Kelly out from dummy half. Back to Tallis. Tallis for Parker. And Corey Parker just 5 metres out on the 5th tackle. Tallis, Eichen puts a little kick in. Now Quinn has to get back. I don't think he can make it. No, he can't. Line drop out time.
And that's the experience of Ben Ikin. Could have thrown the football, but he realised that it's time to keep the pressure on. The next try scorer in this game is all important.
Maybe on the line. Let's go.
Kurt Gidley doing the honours from under the crossbar. And it is Frawley that brings it back. Back to the 20-metre line. Here's Carroll. And he's met by Woolno and Clint Newton.
Well, Bossy pointed out that Stuart Kelly is playing at hooker. He's the dummy half at the moment, although he'll be playing the football on this occasion.
8 metres out from the line. Swept away by Parker to Tallis, and Tallis to Tate, and Tate has a bit of a dig himself before he runs into Lowry. Tallis a dummy half. Then it's gone away to Ikin. It's with Maguire. Maguire holds it back for a moment. Picks up Carroll out very, very wide. And he's taken down by Carmont on tackle 5. This is Costigan in 17. Maguire. His kick going across to Frawley. Tate has got the ball. The bat down was accurate. And it's play on. Ikin gets it away. And De Beer goes in to score. But they're going to have a look at it.
There's called for a knock on. I was just wondering whether the ball thrown back inside went forward. That rolled along the ground. Michael De Beer is the would-be try scorer. Last tackle, Maguire kick, deliberately batted back by Craig Frawley. I believe the chasers are onside, the important ones. And it all depends on whether the man who Craig Frawley pushes the ball back to delivers the ball in a good position. Brent Tate plucks it out of the air, takes it away from Stephen Witt, comes to Anthony Quinn. Now, where does this ball go? The referee's in fantastic position to rule on that. He's in line with it.
Yeah, that's the one. Brent Tate, when the ball came out, did it go forward? This ball here.
Well, there was no better person positioned than the referee for that.
One of them is, hang on, it's either 6 to go, and he can't rule on a forward pass. He's made his decision. Wait for it.
He's awarded the try.
He's had a look at it. He knows it's close, but he's giving it on benefit of the doubt. All right? He's giving it on benefit of the doubt. Yeah, mate, but he can't rule on a forward pass anyway. That's right. Look at it, knock off. Yeah, it goes to the attacker. Benefit of the doubt goes to the attacker. No, he's made the decision. The decision's made.
From almost in front, Michael De Beer converting his own try. So on Friday Night Football, the Broncos 16, the Knights are 10. Wide World of Sports tonight at Brisbane Suncorp Stadium. And a very shaky catch of the kickoff from Ben Ikin. Stuart Kelly has not done this much work in 2 or 3 matches playing out of the wing, but he's doing a fine job, and this man is doing well. Friday, who's only just joined the Brisbane team out there on the paddock.
Yeah, that's a great run from Friday, but what a lot of responsibility Stuart Kelly given by Wayne Bennett to go into that dummy half position. It's a specialist role. And at this stage of the game, it's a huge burden to be given in some instances.
Here's Tallis now lurking on the left of the ground and then succumbing to a 3-man tackle led by Josh Perry over on the far side. Now from Ikin, short ball for Friday. Got away from one tackle before being hit by the same man, Ennis, from behind. Just outside the 30-metre line as Maguire puts in a kick. De Beer, length and strides, and Newcastle are going to take a dead. Another line drop out for them. More pressure is coming for both Coach Hagan and these very brave footballers that have done the job tonight.
Well, that's a Brett Camorley and Andrew Johns kick to be able to get the ball into the in-goal area from something like 25, 30 metres out. It's a huge play. And I just wonder whether the Broncos will think field goal at some stage to put them 7 clear.
Kurt Gidley with a line drop out that bounces up for Carmichael Hunt. And he sends Sam Friday charging back at the Newcastle defence line. Met there by Price and Ennis and Parsons before Kelly offloads for Corey Parker, and Parker runs into Kurt Gidley. And again, Josh Perry. Kelly to the left for Maguire. Maguire goes on to Aiken. Decoy Tallis. Hunts in the back line. Frawley's down the left side. Frawley will play the ball 9 metres out from the corner post. Aiken to the 10, inside the 10. Picks up Costigan. Costigan gets the ball away. And Frawley couldn't rake it in. Knock on against Brisbane.
He's done some good things of late. Neville Costigan. Good ball, this one. Just a fraction forward of Craig Frawley. He could have scored 23 tries here tonight. Dropped a couple. Good player. In the past, Queensland have had a habit of picking centres and fullbacks on the wings. Craig Frawley, a specialist winger. He might get the nod.
This is Lowry. A groan for knock on at the scrum base. The referee ruled quite clearly that in his opinion it was knocked backwards. Hall now, who picked up those couple of tries. One of them right on half-time for Newcastle. And here's Perry. Taken down by Friday and Costigan. As Badiris tries to generate something with Matt Parsons. The ball coming down. Badiris with it. And then Kurt Gidley working in traffic is tackled on the halfway line. Again, the tackler was Friday. Now it's Badiris just punching a kick down into that corner. And Frawley comes out with it. And the chase from Newcastle quite sound. Newton and Witt making the tackle. This is Parfitt. Maguire finding Costigan out wide, and you're quite right, Paul. He's had a very high involvement. Young Neville Costigan. Now Friday.
We started the game last week against Canberra. Costigan played 50 minutes. He'll be looked upon in the coming weeks, especially over Origin, as Newcastle take advantage of a dropped ball.
Oh, what a tackle! It had all the meat in the world on it. Costigan was the man on Andrew Price. Badiris. Up the middle goes Badiris. He's still going. Oh, what a dummy! What a dummy! Andrew Johns would have been proud of it. And Badiris scores under the black dot. Brilliant try by the captain.
As when the side's looking for inspiration, they look to their great players. The ball was lost by Sam Thaiday. And Danny Badiris, a dummy half, he looks for players who aren't in position to go to markers. We freeze it there. Danny Badiris is looking for this kind of man in Corey Parker to take advantage of so that he can scoot away. And as play continues, one of the Brisbane players is told to stay out. In fact, it would have been Corey Parker by the referee. That opened the gap up for Danny Badiris. Carmichael Honey had two coming at him. Badiris and Carmont fell for the dummy. Badiris, he's going to wrap it up here. We could be golden point.
This is classic Danny Badiris. Slow players around the play the ball. The pivot defensive forward was too wide. That was Tony Carroll. He found the hole. He ran through a Carmichael Hunt. One of the best dummies you've ever seen.
Kurt Gidley will bring us level again. It is 16 all. Some of the Knights fans that have made the trip, loving every moment of it. Matt Gidley is with it.
Well, Ray, Steve Ritt missed a field goal from right in front against the Canberra Raiders a couple of weeks ago as Anthony Quinn goes to halfway. You would imagine Kurt Gidley would be the man they'll look for if they can get into range.
Craig Hall, a run from dummy half. And then tries to bust. He does play true. Hall looking for try number 3. But he's pulled down initially by Hunt and secondly by Tallis. Now come on. Now Kurt Gidley. He's inside the 10.
Danny Badiris.
Down. Not held. He's told to play the ball. Carmont goes for the line, and Carmont is tackled a metre out from the line, right in front of the uprights. Tackled under 5. They go back for the kick. It's with Kurt Gidley. It came off a Brisbane charge down, and it's cleaned up by Clint Newton.
Casey Maguire got the charge down 6 again.
So So 6 more tackles for Newcastle. Matt Gidley tries to punch a hole, but it's gone forward. A chance has gone begging. They cooked it. They have made a meal of this one. A golden opportunity. Maguire goes for this charge down. He had to be perfect, and he was. And then a desperate clean-up by Newton. But here comes Matt Gidley with the ball, but he was on the receipt of a forward pass, according to the indication. Whipkey. 3-man tackle, led by Kurt Gidley and Andrew Price. Kelly. It's gone out to Parker. And Parker is tackled just beyond his 30-metre line. Newton, Parsons, Badeiras, all involved in the tackle as Brisbane try and get down the other end of the ground to give themselves a shot. Aiken playing the ball, Tallis leading as he takes it up to halfway. Parsons has got hold of him. So is Stephen Witt at number 6. And then Gordon plays it. It's gone back for Aiken's boot. He's taken a shot from 50 metres out. And it's bounced awkwardly for Craig Hall. He's going to get hit. He does get hit from behind by Michael De Vere.
Oh, that wasn't speculated from Benny Aiken. 51 metres out.
Come on. Newcastle with Hall now. He's made so many line breaks in the game. 16 all is the score with 2.5 minutes to golden point. Perry. Parsons. 15 away from the line. Now Gidley. Gidley with a little kick and a chase and looking for the regather. He does that. He tries to put another kick on it. It doesn't come off. Brisbane get the ball.
Yes.
30 metres out from their own line.
And that little kick, whilst it was a good one, it has given Brisbane a chance to get into field position. And 6 to go.
Grabbed out by Carmont in the tackle.
One-on-one situation. He's ruled the ball. Raked out by Newcastle. It's not a knock-on against Brisbane. Carroll to play it. 41 metres out from the line. Webkey trundles it ahead. Tunnel ball for Gordon Tallis. Straight through the legs. Now Brent Tate on the halfway. Stephen Witt goes in to make the tackle with Lowry. And here's Carmichael Hunt. Can he do something? To the 40-metre line he goes. Tackled by Witt. Here's Kelly. And then it goes to Aiken. Aiken gets it away to Carlaw. The ball's on the ground. And Hall gets a kick on it. A knee or something on it.
6 again.
It's 6 more tackles. Now Maguire. Maguire. He is held. They can hardly throw a pass. They can hardly lift their legs up. Tallis gets the ball away. Frawley is tackled.
Coming into the final minute. Can Brisbane get close enough to have a shot? Tallis picks up a metre. Offloads to Tate.
And Tate will play at 35 metres out. Second tackle gone. Kelly to the centre of the park. Aiken puts a sprint on to the 30. They're right in the middle of the ground. 30 out. Third tackle. Kelly makes a 10-metre contribution. Now they've got a chance. Aiken. Back it goes. Maguire gets a kick in. Charge down. It's effective. De Vere is with the ball. 6 more tackles for Brisbane. 20 seconds to go in the game.
One of the greatest charge downs ever seen. Big Matty Parsons it was. Brisbane, what can they do? They got to have a crack now.
Carlaw plays at 30 out. This is the final play. It is with Corey.
This one is. This is it.
Here we go with 8 seconds on the clock.
Oh, no, not to Webkey.
Webkey still going. He's pulled down a metre out from the line.
Siren's gone.
There it is, the siren. We are going into extra time. 16 all. 16 all at full time.
Oh, have a look at these players. They're to be congratulated. Magnificent effort. 2 teams of wounded warriors out there. There's been some chances missed. They just had to set it up for a field goal. Look at this last play. Casey Maguire and Matt Parsons, all 9'6" of him, left up. And that probably saved him the match.
5 minutes each way. 12 points out again. Yeah. First score or first penalty, first tackle. What is it? Yeah. It's a tail. What do I do?
Well, you would think you'd want the football.
Kick off. All right, you'll kick off. Which way do you want to run? The way you're going?
I'm surprised. I think if
Kick
you have a
kick
choice,
off, go that way.
you get the football. You can't score without it. And look, you can understand Wayne Bennett's view on Golden Point. He has never been a fan, but what it does do is set up unbelievable excitement. You've only got to look at the crowd as to how they're reacting to this.
So here's the kickoff to extra time. De Vere goes deep. It comes off the goal line with Perry. Carroll around the leg. We are in the 81st minute of game time. Come on. 18 out from his own line.
And we should point out to viewers who maybe don't watch rugby league all the time, Golden Point means the first point scored. It doesn't have to be a try. It can be field goal. It can be penalty goal. Anything.
Newton is tied up. 35 away from his line. Aiken the tackler. Now the clear. Kurt Gidley. It's a big one. Down to Hunt. All of the Hunter Valley praying for Hunt to drop it. He doesn't oblige. He's tackled. 21 out from his own line.
Nice work by Kurt Gidley and Newcastle. Kicked on the 4th tackle, so there could be no charge down, no drama. Big kick as well. Now it's Newcastle's turn to defend.
Played by Parker. Here is Carroll. He's tackled inside the 40-metre line. Woolno, Perry and Badeiros hunting as a trio. Parker.
Brisbane are really struggling to get players to take the ball forward. They're not getting the ball in good position as well as the opposition at the moment.
Now Tate. And off it goes to Frawley. He tries to hurdle. He comes down under the arms of Quinn, who makes the tackle. Or in fact, yes, it was Quinn. I thought it might have been Ennis. But this kick is deep. Matt Gidley brings it away from the 10. Crosses the 20. Takes it out to the 30-metre line. Good meters, but of course you must understand that these players are so tired they can't put much of a chase on the kick anyway. Craig Hall, a couple of meters on their side of halfway. Carroll and Maguire, the tacklers. Badeiros off to Kurt Gidley, standing, offloading, picking up Woolno, taken by Carroll and Carlo. Play just inside the Brisbane 40-metre line. Badeiros away to Ennis. Ennis in jumper 70. Does well.
Kurt Gidley's to the right.
He is indeed. He gives himself plenty of depth. Gets the kick away.
It's over.
I think it's cleared the bar. It's cleared the bar. It's a point. Newcastle have won it. Kurt Gidley. He kicks a freak of a goal. It has just got over the crossbar. Incredible kick. It was just about the worst drop kick you've ever seen, but it clambered over the bar. The Knights have won it, 17-16.
There was a boarding room scrape of butter in that one. But the direction was good, the height was good enough. And what an effort by this team to get home tonight. Incredible adversity they faced. Look at it, it's a shocker, but it's beautiful.
Scenes the like of which this new stadium has not yet